Hello everybody, this is Richard here, coming to you from the Terraform Homestead, coming to you with another episode of our Hyperadobe series. This is our test house. This is our house that we are learning on before we start the main house. Super excited to finally finish the bag work on this build. We get in our bond beam, we do something totally different that I've never seen before, and we get in a patio. We have not poured a large concrete slab out here before, so that was a challenge. Be sure to stick around in this episode and check out what we have done. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into it.
Every life accounted for. Grow your garden, find your tribe. Let your heart's burning side move your body towards the light.
We had a tragedy on the build site. Angela went all beast mode and busted our tamper. Alright, our tamper is back to life. Just had to cut off the end that was busted, drill that out, that got stuck in there. A couple new nails, some more duct tape. I am genuinely surprised this thing has lasted this long because it did the entire root cellar over there and then I think close to 10 feet up here. So we've gotten 3 more windows built, 2 of them in. You can see here, this is going to give a real nice view of the mountains from bed. Another milestone going in. This is our hurricane strapping. We're getting this on the back because we're going to start fairly soonish, 3.5 more feet, tapering this out to get our slope for our roof. Getting 8 of these cut. We're going to run them every foot along our back. We are over our front door entryway bucket aesthetic thingy bobber. If this works, if it does, we'll probably use this instead of doing the individual bottles on the main house. Good morning, everybody. We are back out here at the Hyperadobe build. It's been, I don't know, probably a week and a half to almost 2 weeks off since we've been working on this because our mixer has died, but we brought it back to life, which is really exciting. And today we are getting our last bag before our bond beam in. So we've got one little bag to go up to kind of level stuff out, and then we're gonna start on our bond beam. We got our concrete delivered, so that was a fun ordeal. The dude could not back up a trailer, but we got it here, so that was cool. So one of the projects that we've been working on since our mixer was down was starting to get this form built. This is going to be for our kind of little retaining wall thing here, the step down into the kitchen office space. This is just, again, everything in this build is to experiment, see what works, what doesn't work, and just get some learnings for the big house. You can see up here, we are getting our last bag in to level out this one section. And the crew got in a lot of our rebar for our bond beam. So basically these are rebar spikes that are driven down 2 to 3 courses, sticking up just a little bit, and that's going to help tie everything in. All right, so we are putting our bag on for our bond beam. This is going to be an experiment. I haven't seen anybody do this, but this seems a lot easier than actually building a wooden form to go all the way around here. So what we're going to do next is we got a couple little scrap pieces of bag. We've got a sacrificial concrete bag, and we're going to kind of throw that concrete into these little bags to see just how wet we can get it. We will be tamping this, so I think it'll all hold together pretty well. And to be honest, from what I've been told, we really didn't have to do 10% concrete or cement in all these bags anyway, so not super worried about the bond beam on this, but we're doing it to learn because we will need it for the big house.
Turned on? Hello?
Finishing up the day, we got our bond beam in, which is very exciting. It was a lot more work to use just the concrete than it was to do our mix, just because it sticks to the machine really bad. But it's in, very excited. We're gonna do one more half course just to get a little bit of a slope on our roof, and then we're done with bag work, at least until we get our roofing in and start having to mess with the middle sections. We're getting our patio rebar done. We're gonna be pouring that pretty soon. We'll be pouring our center retaining wall for the house soon and getting our floor in, getting our roof in. Lots of new projects going on. Exciting day. We got our machinery out for our post holes. So we're getting some holes dug. We got our post holes dug. So we had, our neighbor was having some road work done, so threw the guy $50 to have him come over here and dig these post holes for us, because this would have been a nightmare to dig by hand, but he was able to get a good 3-4 feet down pretty easily with that. So we got our bond beam in, this last continuous beam, and then we got 2 more sets of bags, and what that's going to do is give us a high, a medium, and a low to set the slope of our roof, which is going to be great. I haven't been filming a whole lot just because we've been pushing and cranking, but today we're getting in our patio. We have all of our cool rocks out here. We have our mesh, rebar mesh laid out. What we're doing right now is watering down our gravel that's all been leveled and tamped out. That's gonna help kind of prevent the rocks from pulling a lot of the water out of the concrete as it dries. We have our form built, and then you can see at the bottom some cob work just to kind of make sure everything seals in. Concrete work, I feel like, is like 90% prep work and like 10% actually doing it, because once you start rolling, it goes quick. Another thing we got prepped this morning was getting our bags cut. This way we can just kind of keep going, keep cranking, and not have to worry about like splitting the bags and all that kind of stuff. Again, the quicker we can get this down, the better. We did get a second mixer. You can tell the 8-month-old mixer, a brand new mixer. Basically kind of what we're gonna be doing. 2 people mixing batches, 1 person as a runner, and then me getting everything leveled out. Got most of the base down, and then we'll put our rebar in. Today's been a rough day. We couldn't find our level to start. Then our angle grinder died. Then we had a mixer die. Then we had a wheelbarrow die. First time doing a slab. Never done this before, and it's all kind of being a struggle, but what else is new out here? We're at the halfway point. We got our grid in, and we just need twice as much concrete. No research, no idea what they're doing.
But it looks pretty.
Yeah. I still don't believe I was the one here doing this.
Shane and Kayla and Andrea, do you feel like you're working with a professional?
Oh yeah.
We are wrapping up this concrete deck pour. This was good day, good probably 4 or 5 hours worth of work. See all these little swirlies on here? That's that self-leveling concrete. If you let the water stay, it'll actually stain it like that, so it looks really cool. At least I think so. Let it sit for at least a week, maybe 2, we'll see. Pop it off, and then we're going to do some more rock work just all around this whole little ledge thing here. So really happy with how this turned out. This is your moment. It's your big break. Adding to your resume, concrete tool cleaner.
I'm well versed in concrete and tools.
Is this your resume or dating video profile?
Could be both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all hiring, right?
Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been such a fun build, and I'm so excited to get on to the next step of putting our roof on, getting our interior done, getting this place to be a livable thing. If you want to see how we finish out this project, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We come out with a new video every week, and we have something exciting for you coming up next week. Thank you guys for watching. Go build something cool.